Hello everybody, here to you, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. In today's video, we'll be hunting down all the Korok seeds located on the Great Plateau. So this is how we'll be handling Korok seeds throughout the Let's Play. We'll be handling them on a region-by-region basis. So in this video, we'll be taking care of all the Korok seeds located on the Great Plateau. In the next episode, we'll be doing the same for the Dueling Peaks region, and so on and so forth. I say next episode loosely for reasons we'll be explaining in a moment, but as you saw on the corner of the screen a moment ago, that was the first Korok seed we collected during our adventure. So that one's going to be located next to the lake, to the Temple of Time. So the next one we'll be collecting is going to be located within this area, which is near the Amanu Shrine where we got the Magnesis rune. Magnesis is going to be important for collecting this next Korok seed. So while we go over here, I would just like to explain the naming conventions of this video. So you may notice that this video doesn't have an episode title yet, at least at the time that this video is being brand new. So the reason why I would be doing that is because I want these videos to be uploaded publicly, so that people looking for Korok seeds can find them. But I don't want to give them an episode number quite yet, because I want to save all the Korok seed videos in the playlist for the end of the Let's Play. So that's something we'll be taking care of a little bit later, if that makes any sense. The reason why, the way that I'm doing this series is that, at least for the first couple episodes, those, when they were first released, like when episode 1 was uploaded, episodes 2 and 3 were uploaded as unlisted and rolling access through the playlist. That's something I'm going to be doing throughout the entirety of the Let's Play, but I want the Korok Seed videos to be publicly available for those who want to search for it now. Korok Seed videos are also going to be finished on a when it's done basis, so I don't entirely know when the Dueling Peaks video will be finished. I will try to record footage for that whenever I can. It's just a matter of having the time, because there's a lot of Korok Seeds in this game. It's going to be very time consuming to work on. So that Korok Seed right there, that was located northeast of the Shrine of Resurrection, and is located within the Forest of Spirits, and that's going to be something that's pretty fun. It's located on top of the giant rock formation, so you may have been curious about climbing on top of it, and there was a boulder and you can go collect it. That's basically the primary idea of all the Korok seeds in this game, is that they're going to be located on areas you'll be curious about. So this giant fallen tree has a trail of flowers you can follow around, and you might be curious about that, and that'll eventually lead you to a Korok seed. One thing that I absolutely love about the Korok seeds in this game is that, specifically if you're playing on Nintendo Switch, it's just a really fun way to just pick up and play the game for a few minutes and feel like you're making a lot of progress. Because you pick up your game, like if you're waiting for your food at a fast food restaurant or something like that, and you just decide, okay, I'm going to play Breath of the Wild for a little bit, see how many Korok seeds I can complete before my food gets here or something like that. That's just the beauty of Nintendo Switch. So the next Korok seed we'll be looking for is going to be located west of a place called Hopper Pond, which is located towards the edge of the Forest of Spirits. This is a region of the Great Plateau we haven't explored yet at the time that I'm recording this video. There isn't a whole lot over here besides this Korok seed, but this is a great way to teach the player the fact that, yeah, if you start a fire near dry grass, it's going to cause an updraft, which will allow you to fly pretty high with the paraglider. It's something that's very well worth mentioning this early on in the game. So, climbing up to this high ledge, you could do what I did, where I used an updraft to climb up here. At the time that I'm recording this video, we don't have a whole lot of stamina, so we definitely needed that if we're going to be climbing up here. But if you're also climbing from the snowy part of the Great Plateau, you could have technically climbed downwards as well, so that's something else that you could do. And now we have the next Korok seed. That right there, that was the first instance of a block puzzle with the Korok seeds. So basically, there's going to be a lot of them throughout this game. There are going to be block puzzles everywhere, and the basic idea of them is that they're going to be slightly different, but they're going to be pretty close together. So you want to use your Magnesis rune to pick up the cube and have the two block formations match. This next one we're looking for is going to be located west of the Amanu Shrine. Actually, no, it's not. I'm reading my notes wrong. This is located at the east end of the Forest of Spirits. I apologize for that. It's going to be located underneath a tree with exposed roots under a pile of leaves. I was trying to use the Korok leaf to blow the leaves away, but that didn't work, so we used a bomb instead. As the Mythbusters say, When in doubt, C4. And this one is located under the large rocks next to the Omandu Shrine. So something you may have noticed throughout these videos is that we usually have a map on the corner of the screen that will tell you where specifically this Koroks is going to be located at. So hopefully this will help you if you're trying to figure out where exactly we are in the world. Areas like this that are a bit more obvious, I don't really feel the need to have the map on screen during places like this. Because this one right here, this is going to be located at the very top of the Temple of Time. And it's kind of impossible to miss the Temple of Time, on the Great Plateau. So climb up to the very top of the building and you'll be able to collect your next Korok seed. And I gotta say, this view is absolutely gorgeous. If you ever have the chance, definitely try to play this game in VR when you're flying around the paraglider like this, because it's absolutely beautiful. If you're watching this on mobile, then you can also watch this video with the Google Cardboard, which will allow you to watch this video in VR as well. So you can check that out if you want. This area just looks absolutely gorgeous in 3D. The next one's going to be located behind the Jabaija Shrine, which is going to be on the east side of the Great Plateau. This one's going to be located underneath the metal door, so you're going to need magnesis to get this one. And I gotta say, I apologize if I'm mispronouncing the name Jabaija Shrine, because it seems like the letter J can just never make up its mind on how it's going to be pronounced. Like, it's pronounced like a regular J in English, but in French, it's pronounced like an English Z. In Norse pronunciation, I believe it's also pronounced like a Y, like Jomungandr spelled with the J at the beginning. So, the letter J can never make up its mind. The next Korok seed we'll be looking for is going to be located at the very top of the house that the old man was living in on the Great Plateau. This is the place where we used the campfire to get the recipe that eventually led to us getting the warm doublet. Next up, at the southeast part of Mount Talia, there's going to be 2 Korok seeds located in this area. One of which is going to be underneath a rock at the edge of a cliff. Ooh, it's a cliffhanger. That's a very bad pun, and I am not sorry. I will never apologize for a bad pun. Next Korok seed is going to be located literally right around the corner. So, no need for any fancy magic editing or anything like that, except for the fact that when I was trying to collect this Korok seed, I accidentally blew myself up and I fell off the cliff and died. So, yeah, I have to do some fancy magic editing for this one. That right there, that's the first instance of a Korok seed that's going to be hidden within a circle formation. So those rocks right there, they're in a bit of a circle formation. You need to figure out where a rock is nearby that will help you collect that'll help you finish the formation. This one's going to be located underneath a pile of ice. At the time these videos are brand new, this is the first instance we've ever seen an ice arrow, a fire arrow. But by the time the playlist is finished and we move this video further along into the series, then yeah, we've seen this plenty of times already. Next one's going to be located on this bridge over here. This one could be a little bit of a pain to get, quite literally, because if you're not careful, then you are going to freeze to death. And freezing to death is not exactly pleasant. So, my best word of advice that I can recommend is use the metallic door over here, and carry that over here, this direction, so that you can create a safe platform. If you want to be a daredevil, you probably could get this while standing on an ice block, but I don't trust my abilities to play this game enough to try that. Believe me, I have tried, and failed, many times. It can be a little bit tricky to align this perfectly, but eventually you should be able to do it. You could probably also get this Korok seed by climbing on the actual wooden post itself that's supporting the bridge. I remember getting it that way on my first playthrough of this game, but I just wanted to be safe this time around. Next up, there is another Korok seed block, a puzzle thingy that's going to be located over in this direction. And this right here, you may notice something that's going to be coming up. So, at this point in the game, we've done everything we needed to get off the Great Plateau already. So, when you leave the Great Plateau, this huge string of notifications starts appearing if you have the DLC. And they will keep appearing for like a minute or so. It's not that annoying, but it appears for a fairly long time. And it's actually it is kind of annoying. But that's not important now, because the important part right now is that we're collecting the next Korok seed. This one is slightly off the Great Plateau, so you cannot get this one while you're still looking for the shrines that you need to complete before you can get off the Great Plateau. And the final one's going to be located within the Shrine of Resurrection, where we began our long journey. This one will not appear until you get off the Great Plateau, so you only can make this one appear once you get that trigger that says, hey, you're off the Great Plateau now, and you can go free to explore this game and do whatever you want. That's going to be it for this episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and until next time, Lady Gear to you. Oh yeah.